This is starting to be a trend with the import car edition of Birdie Fab, but got this Birdie's over here today. We got a Kia, what is it?
Rio.
Kia Rio, what model?
2018 Kia Rio S.
2018 Kia Rio S, because, you know, it's sporty. But anyway, apparently the front brakes are toast, so we're going to tear into this thing, see what's up. We got pads and rotors, and we'll get it up off the ground, see what we're working with. This will be the first real test of the Walmart Hyper Tough 3/8 drive impact. I tried it on a trailer. It busted some lug nuts loose on a trailer, but I didn't record it or anything. And of course, I got a non-impact adapter, so don't worry about that. And well, all right, let's see what we get. Well, that was setting 1. It said it's the slow one. We'll go to the fast one, see if it makes any difference. Okay. So far, so good. All right. Pull that guy out of there. So hopefully so we are replacing pads and rotors. So these have screws that's retaining the rotor to the spindle. Hopefully they won't be stuck, but we know they will be. And let's see what size these caliper bracket bolts are. Probably a 15 or 18, something like that. Let's see. All right, caliper bracket bolts are 17 millimeter. And I'm gonna try I don't expect that it's gonna break them loose, but it will be helpful to get them broke, to get them spun out, I guess, after they're broken loose. So no big deal there, but so let's see how tight these guys are. We'll have to look up torque specs later when we're going back in, but okay. I definitely anticipate a busted hand here. Let me grab a normal ratchet and get it broke loose. So I think since in the spirit of work smarter, not harder, I don't think there's a reason to take the caliper off the bracket, since the whole bracket's got to come off anyway. So get them both off as a unit. All right, get this guy propped up here where it'll fall on our legs once we get these screws out. All right, go ahead and pull these 2 Phillips screws. I've got one of those impact screw things, but I don't know. We'll try it without it first and see what happens. All right, so this thing, I think it's from Taiwan, probably mid 80s, early 90s. I don't know. But I had this adapter, half drive, to this socket thing and big Phillips, and so the impact pulled it right on out. Oh, I say that, but there we go. Like that one's wanting to spin on us. All right. I feel like I'm getting electrocuted every time I touch this thing. All right. All right. So there's our rotor. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to, you're not really going to be able to tell unless there's drastic damage by touching it, but it's worn some, but I'm not seeing anything terribly scary there. Let's grab one of these new ones and I'll make sure I get my greasy hands all over it. That'd be good. Sure. There we go. And I think that bottom hole's lined up. Let's see. Yep. All right. So pop these pads out and let's see how they come. Okay, so there's some kind of spring. Some kind of spring. Oh, no. Yes. So there's some kind of spring retainer. Probably need to see that. I don't know if I can see it from the top. One of them came out. There we go. Yeah. So that'll be fun going back in, but there's probably some trick to it that'll hopefully become obvious when we're going back in. And this guy, this pad looks pretty good too. Look in that bottom cabinet, there's a big C-clamp. I'll compress this caliper unless there's, we'll try to compress it. If it doesn't compress, then we'll jump on the source of all human knowledge and see if you got to screw it in or something weird. That'll probably get it. Let's see. I'll have to come at it. really, not that I'm going to be able to compress it too much like that. Maybe I can get it enough though. Yeah, I think it's going on in. All right. All right. Yeah, it's flushed up. Cool. All right, so let's do some figuring on these clips here, and be right back. All right. Yeah.
They have an angle. So
Yeah.
wearing like this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're talking about here? Or
This.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could. If the rotors are warped, then that kind of makes sense, I would think.
Those are direct import ones.
Yeah.
And these are just gold.
All right, I'm gonna clean up my hands. I'll put some gloves on. There we go. All right, so this one was the inside, and that one was the outside, but these guys are what I don't know about. You know, pull up a video right quick and let's just see, because I didn't pay attention to how those really were. These look all the same, 4 of the same. So get my light here. light on the subject. Okay. So that slider, they just pop out like you would expect. Calipers in the way just a little bit. There we go. All right.
None of them have the hood.
Yeah, I don't know that it's entirely necessary, and it may be something that you can put in after the pads go in, but I don't want to. I'd like to know. Probably I'd call them no rattle adapters or no rattle clips or something, maybe, because these are the sliders, I think is what I've always called them, at least. Right. That.
Those are on the outside of the thing.
Okay. All right, so those are in. And let's see. Hand me those pads and those clips, and we'll see if anything starts to make sense here. So they're going to be in there like that, and so I guess they just keep outward pressure.
Push out onto the brake caliper.
Yeah, just I would imagine that. I would think they would go toward the middle, but they're definitely pushing them apart. But yeah, I don't know that you're going to be able to get them on. Once the pads are in, yeah, let's do some more thinking on this. Watch some YouTube videos. There's probably a bunch of people like, you don't need those things, just leave them off. Which you probably don't, but we're going to try to do it the right way. It came loose. Probably are going to have to pull this bracket. That would give some more clearance to the
Go on top of them. Or you can see the
Yeah.
other side.
Yeah.
Sitting on top of it.
Yeah, you put the pads in the bracket and then the caliper down over the top. There'll be plenty of clearance then. All right. Well, hey, you live and you learn. All right. So what size? Is it that 17? Maybe. I don't know what size. Nah, this is smaller. This is looks like a 15 on the caliper. Is it?
14.
14. All right. Let's see. Probably gonna. Let's go with the impact. Is it still up there? Or what did I put? Here it is. Because it's got those. May need a little. Need a little wrench. Oh, got it. Nope. Just like that. Yeah, sit right there, dude. All right. All right. I just realized that I let a birdie borrow my torque wrench. So I'm gonna have to go with the old, what they call it, German torque, good and tight. Let's see. Half drive 17. We'll put a good bit on it. Yeah, shoot, yeah. think. Not putting any more on it than what was already on it, so put another good grunt on it. Yep. Start seeing spinal fluid, you know it's tight. Okay. All right. So now I wonder, at this point, if we can just put them on there and then put the springs. Put the springs in. This one was on the inside. Do this one first. Mm-hmm. Just like that. Oops. Get started, dude. Okay. Good extension. All right. One down. Let's go ahead and throw the wheel back on it. We'll get the other side knocked out. It's interesting that the sandwich in that plastic hubcap in there like that, but I guess it works. to the other side. Ooh. You know, it costs, I want to say it was like $48
That makes things a lot
at Walmart. And there's a bunch of videos on YouTube, people testing them and, you know, torquing something down with a torque wrench and then seeing if it'll bust it loose and then running it down and then trying to see what the torque is. And I mean, long story short, for stuff like, you know, for guys like me that don't rely on this for their livelihood, I mean, it works fine. I can't complain considering the cost for sure. Yeah, would I rather have, Milwaukee? Yeah. But would the Milwaukee be appreciably better than this for my use case? Probably not. Definitely considering the cost.